It's Vibe Wichita with your host, Dramedy Drew. Turn your speakers up.
Turn it up.
The voice of the dub is about to speak.
Listen.
What up? What's good? What's happening with my Wichita family? It's your man, Dramedy Drew, and welcome to another episode of Vibe Wichita. Today, I got a few of my fellas here. Why don't y'all go ahead and introduce yourselves?
My name is SDRAP, the sound of Rose African Pride. Yep.
And my name is Amsterdam Graham.
What's good? It's your boy LT Ray in the building. 316, what up?
Man, it's been a minute, man. I'm glad I can finally get all three of y'all on the podcast with me this time, man. It's always going to be a good time.
It's supposed to be all trio, y'all.
All three, y'all.
All trio, y'all.
Trio.
You know.
Trio.
So what's been going on, man? What's been going on? What have y'all been seeing out? What's been happening in the world? Music, sports, like what's been going down?
Oh man. Well, we know right now, big thing going on right now is NBA free agency.
That's wild, man. It really is. That's probably been, for some reason, I've never kept close eye on it as, any time before. This is just the year, probably because of all the crazy deals.
They deserve it though, man. They deserve it.
But everybody getting these crazy deals like this.
You deserve it.
Who was it Batum that got that $140 million? Did somebody got $104
$140
million?
Cashed out. I ain't mad at you.
Tell me about that one. I don't know nothing about it.
Man. 153 million.
153 for who? To who?
Re-signed.
He re-signed?
153.
Okay, I didn't know nothing about
5-year
it.
extension, I'm guessing.
Oh, yeah.
4 or 5 years.
His family, his whole family is good right now. Feast mode, for real.
Yeah.
153.
The thing is, if you re-sign with your team, you can get 5 years max. If you go elsewhere, you only get 4 years max. So he stayed put in Memphis and cashed out.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna say this. I'd rather the players have it than the owners.
Yeah.
Ditto.
And just look at this. Let's talk about the business side of it. Right now, the market they don't have any point guards. So Memphis, kind of put in a finger forelock. They couldn't go out and look for another point guard of that value.
Right.
And I think I hated when Twitter was kind of like degrading Mike Conley for not to be a max out player. He's been performing at a high level. It's just that he's in the West and they're animals over there.
Oh yeah, very valid
at that position. And right now the market doesn't have that quality point guard that they could go and say, you know what, you want this money, you could go look for it elsewhere. So they had to do that.
Supply demand.
Well, does Memphis have that type of market where they can do that? They can afford to do that to their point guards or to any of their players?
Yeah, it's like the players we talked about earlier, the people that don't know. The reason why these players are getting so much money is because Chris Paul, what is it called? Chris Paul and LeBron,
the Players Association.
Yeah, the Players Association fought hard, and the NBA have TV deals. So the players are now getting 50% of that.
TV rights.
I agree.
And not just in America, but internationally now.
Yes, I agree.
Worldwide.
Yeah, because you have to understand the NBA is
it's
a very
business. They stepped it up. It's a business, man.
The NBA, unlike the NFL, has very popular markets in some of the places that are very populated, like China.
Yeah.
China is probably 1.8 billion. And the world has 8
NFL
billion.
Players are so mad right now.
Yeah. But, it's business and
I'd be
mad.
I'd be mad too.
Another point we have to bring up, though, is that, within that collective bargaining agreement, there's also a floor. There's a minimum that these teams have to spend.
Yeah, so you have to give the money up.
Yeah,
somebody has
show
to
me
get
the money.
So if they have a surplus, what happens?
Show
they
me
don't
the
get
money.
that surplus the next year?
If they have the money,
it's going up next year. It's going up every year, supposedly.
If they don't use it on facility, they have to use it on the players. If they're not building,
I'd rather the players get it. Y'all the ones breaking y'all back, sweat, injuries. Man, if anybody out there that does general labor work, you know how it feels to break your back and watch the people in the office have a fan going, typing on the computer. Yeah. That's the same thing for the NBA. You can relate to those people, man.
Talking about this interesting fact, just asking the gentleman in the room, Do you think this puts a pressure on the college league?
NCAA.
Because you know how much TV rights they make off these kids?
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. This,
the
this
Match
thing
Madness is people are glued to their TVs.
Yeah.
This thing has been boiling for a while.
So is that pressure? Is that applying pressure? I don't know, because I'm foreign and I don't understand the American business.
Almost definitely.
The logistics of this.
I think I think the play and the competition in college now is going to be brutal. It's going to be like, okay, well, this I'm thinking as a player, man, I can go and get a max deal in a few years.
And not be that good. You don't even have to be good. Just have certain skills.
Well, coming out of college, you got to be, if you're going to get recruited out of college, you got to be at least good at your school. But once you get into the league, you can ride the bench and you can be a Luke Walton. No offense to Luke Walton.
Shout out to Luke,
great player.
What I'm saying, NBA,
great.
After all right, but he's a good basketball man.
Right.
All right, in the draft, this is how the draft works out, at least from my mind, my perspective. You have the top 13 that do multiple things. Then you're going to draft players that are good at one skill. He's a dominant rebounder.
Specialist.
Yeah, specialist. Thank you. Specialist. He's a dominant rebounder, ball handler, but you can teach and groom, and they have a high ceiling. So those are the people that... Shout out.
You have to take it there.
But it's like you can get paid perfecting one skill, and they'll work with you to be good in the other areas.
Right.
Okay.
And I feel like when you become a professional, and people ask you to sign that contract, because right now people think the NBA rookies that just got drafted are millionaires. They're not millionaires till after Vegas, so wherever the summer league is going to be. I think Orlando. Where's the summer league going to be?
Oh, it's always but it depends on the signing bonus too.
Yeah, but that's when we're going to measure those contracts of who they want to see, how they look at you, how valuable. Of course, the first 10, that stuff is automatic. Their stuff is locked in.
Your agent negotiates.
Well, how about this? Because I know there's a lot of
guaranteed,
even if there's young people listening to this, a young inspired athlete or the person who may be listening that doesn't know how that business works. What are the myths of having that money, having all that money in your hands, like going to the league? It doesn't matter what league it is, but you sign a contract, quote unquote, that says you're going to be making $20 million for 2 years. What is the truth behind that?
For me, I'm an African American male. Poverty
everybody in this room is
realistic,
right? Yeah.
Realistic. Poverty is realistic. Like, it hits home. So you see those numbers, that's cool. But like what me and Strap talk about all the time, you don't have to always be an athlete, man. You could be a scientist. It's more, expand your brain. Basketball, the reason why black people play basketball, at least the only reason I play basketball, because it's cheap. I don't have to spend that much money, and it opens doors for me. And they say overseas, the soccer market is down. The soccer, they don't have a lot of good players right now. Think about if the people that play basketball play soccer. So keep your options open, man. Don't stay closed-minded. We talk about basketball, but the world is bigger than basketball. It's just something that's popular and it's easy as a black man to get in. Why don't you study medicine? Do something that nobody else is doing right now. We need people. No, like we really need people to step outside. Step outside the box. Don't be afraid to do something different. People want to talk about you, laugh at you, but at the same time, they looking at you like, why didn't I do that? And they ask you questions like, how do you feel about doing this? And you're like, I'm just trying it out. You know?
Oh yeah. Hindsight is 20/20, man. Listen, you said look at soccer. I say look at baseball. Baseball is a sport where they pay you to fail. Okay? The best baseball players hit the ball 3 out of 10 times. 4 out of 10 times if you're great. That's a sport where they pay you to fail. Hey, pick up a bat, pick up a ball, pick up a glove. Hey, we the best athletes.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
true. And if you have lift, the pitchers, bro, the pitchers make bank. Pitchers the same height as me, bro. Around 6'5", 6'6", like length. Like, we can run fast. Come on, man.
Yeah, no, I get that. I do, but one of the other myths for me is thinking that receiving all that money, I'm going to be set for the rest of my life.
Right.
You know,
right.
okay.
So just going back to what he said, like, we're talking to the youth right now that are seeing these contracts being thrown left and right, and they're very tempting. Like, even I, at 28, I want to go to the gym and work out to see if I can have a tryout. And I'm just joking.
No joke. I'm in there.
A lot of people do
feed the fam, bro.
A lot of people do feel like this is like the big boom. When you discover something, like when Dubai or whatever discovered oil, and they're having skyscrapers.
San Francisco,
like, when people
gold
discovered
rush.
this, it's like one of those exciting things that everybody wants to do. Like when we discovered the internet and we discovered eBay, YouTube, and every rapper now, the emergency of rappers, it's the same thing. But as a young man, anything that you are gonna get $1 million from, or even more than $1 million from, you have to spend $1 million, and it may not be $1 million. It may not be currency.
Maybe with time,
but time, practice, the clinics, agencies. To become established in any craft that you do, you have to put in those 10,000 hours.
Oh yeah.
You know, like as a child, I wish my parents didn't teach me how to become a system worker. Because I was taught to go to school, get a job, and do all these other things, or become a pro athlete. Those are all system. They didn't give me that freedom of understanding how money works.
Okay.
And that's when you say, when they get 20 million is capital.
Right.
And when you send capital out, it comes back with some kids. Those are residuals from that money that you just sent out.
Oh yeah.
And then it comes with grandkids, and that's what they call generational wealth.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of athletes at this moment are being held at a tight arm because of taxes, because they go into a different tax bracket.
Right.
For every $1 million that you get, I was told you have to spend at least 100,000.
More than
The
that.
government got to make sure they get their money.
Somebody
back.
has to get paid.
Oh,
Yeah, they make sure they get their money. back,
Let's talk logistics
So,
on that.
kids-
So yeah,
Cut your $1.5 million right away.
let's do this immediately. Let's do this. Okay, you're an athlete. You just signed a contract for $20 million. Immediately, go ahead and give away half of that, because that's not yours. That's
People
going
don't
back
put in
to
account
taxes.
Yeah, get you a lawyer ASAP. Anybody, get you a lawyer.
People don't even
read
understand.
over everything.
If those kids, a lot of the kids that are being drafted highly, either from families that created an athlete, rich families,
Okay.
or families that used him as labor. As a kid, you playing, like, you hear the story of the Serena Williams. They were playing tennis in Compton in the rain.
The meal tickets.
You know, like,
Absolutely.
trust me, if I had me as Strap, a kid from Africa, if I by accident struck 30 million right now, I'm having uncles sending me pictures that I held them when I was a kid. Like, I'm your uncle. I'm having girlfriends. I'm having all these things, because what 20 million does, it brings new friends, it brings new family members, it brings a lot of people, and you become a man. Even though you're 19 being drafted, you become a man right there, because you earn the most money in your family. So break that money, break the taxes, break the agents that are getting you these deals for whatever. Break the fact that you're going to build a house or get people from their hood.
Right.
All your cousins. Everybody has a sick friend, a sick little kid. At the end of the day, these people are playing to feed people. So I understand what the Players Association is doing. But young world, don't get excited for that. Because the more money you make, the more people you have to pay.
More money, more problems.
I was just
Get the business straight. Get the business straight, man. That's anything. Like, a lot of stuff is business. A lot of stuff you sign to your name. Make sure you look over it, or your family look over it. Make sure people are involved, because that paperwork, you can be signing your life away. You never know, man.
That's the truth. That's the truth.
A lot of people say money changes people. Nah, money just tells you who you really are. You know what I mean?
Right.
If you were a jerk before you had money, you're probably gonna be a bigger jerk.
Exaggerates your personality.
If you were a good person, you probably gonna still be a good person, but you probably do good things with your money.
Right.
You know, money's not the root of all evil. It's the love of money that's the root of all.
Man, don't let me get no money.
Until a young world that
I'm having 7 kitchens.
what LT just said is real. Is so real that this is what an old man told me when I used to work as a painter in college. He told me money is not a class separator. Money just gives you options. Money just gives you many more options. You could have one pair of shoes, now you have a plethora of options to choose from.
Hey.
So we work to get options in life. Like it's like you're playing a video game. The first level, you get these points. So any form of currency, let it be Bitcoins on FIFA, 2K, that's an option.
Like I'm gonna say this. One of my favorite rappers. This I don't know if I'm gonna plug. I don't know if this is a plug. I don't know if I got a Patreon for this. Dramedy Drew, my fault. But Dom Kennedy said, "Money does not define me. It make these women find me." Like for real. That was real. That touched my heart, bro.
That's a good point too, though. You know, a lot of these,
I ain't never heard that.
A lot of these kids, man. You know, you'll never lose women chasing money. You lose a lot of money chasing women, though.
Oh my God!
Right.
If that's not the truth, and
that's
not
women.
you have to have a lot of money for that. That's dating.
Dramedy Drew.
What's up?
The topic is women now.
We
not trying to get you in trouble.
I done took it there.
We're not trying to get anyone in trouble. We just need opinions. Everyone has an opinion.
For sure. What about them?
Women inspire life. You know, they bring us into this world. They control life, and you know, with that being said, with having money, it gives you also options. Because I'm a man in a very serious relationship right now.
For sure.
And a friend of mine told me, it could have been Terrell or somebody, that people misbehave, whether inside or outside a relationship. Or misbehave is not the right word. People tend to not have one person because they have the options to have many. You know that, like, that the old theme of when you single and you broke, or when you single and you down, you don't have the options. But when you're rich and you married, suddenly the options of having any girl in your life occur. Somebody was telling me the big, what's the word, dilemma of that, of why is it, okay, I want to say good for the people listening, but what this guy told me was this: you're only as faithful as your options. And it sounds so bad.
But then again, that's his opinion. That's how he feels. It's a lot of faithful people out there. Like, I'm going to be down with the girl that was with me when we scraping up stuff, trying to eat ramen noodles and shit.
But we have to be
like,
real.
You feel me? Like, you gotta
be real for the people listening.
You can't be. I'm being real. Like, that's the person I'm gonna be down with, bro. No matter how many pretty faces I have on my face, bro, the chick that was down for me when I didn't have nothing, when we both struggling trying to figure out a way, I'm gonna be down for her, man. That's real. To me, that's real love. That's what I was brought up in. Like, I don't care. Like, I've been, sad to say, I've been with chicks that had a lot of bread. I was not feeling them. Sad to say, I was using them but I was not happy. So when I had nothing,
can you tell me who they were so I can?
Come on, bro. Ain't no telling or listening. Why y'all doing me like that?
That's right.
Don't do me like that.
Hey, you gotta be real to the people, because that's good that you put your truth out there.
I'm saying, but it's like I want to be with it. I want to cross the finish line with somebody that was with me when I didn't have nothing, bro. That's me personally. That's my personal opinion. That's me. When she seen me, I didn't have anything. And it's like potential, man. I see potential in somebody. I'm gonna be with them. It's not about what did I, when I met you, what did you have? It's like, what can we grow? Foundation. What can we build off on? That's me.
Right.
I don't know how y'all feel. That's how I feel.
No, you know what? I feel when it comes to deciding who I want to be with. Now, mind you, I'm married. I've decided who I want to be with. I'm taking you guys back on that journey that I had to go through.
Right.
But when it came down to knowing and deciding who I wanted to be with, the person, we were friends first. If I can't have a friendly conversation with you and you not judge me or you think anything negative about me after we have the conversation, like we can talk and we can actually be friends, bam, we're moving to the next level. Okay. Now how are you with my parents? How are you with my mother? You know, okay. All right, now you're my girlfriend. To me, I feel like as men, we influence a lot of the way or how women act or how they portray themselves. If we say it's okay for them to wear booty shorts and Spanx and tank tops to the store, they're gonna wear that. You know, if we say it's okay, if the man that they like says it's okay, they're gonna do that.
Let me ask you a question real quick.
Yes, sir.
So what if the female says, well, if I got it, I might as well flaunt it. How would you respond to that?
If she got it and she wants to flaunt it, she can do what she wants to do. If I like it or not, that's, you know, that'll be the determining option. For instance, I'll give you 2 examples. If she says she likes and she wants to flaunt her hair, cool. You know, she wants to do a natural style or something like that, I think that's cool. I think that's dope. But if she says, I like my body, I like how thick I am, I like the way my breasts accentuate through my shirt, you know, I want to do that. I want to show everybody. I'm not particularly attracted to that. Oh, hey, as a man, to be honest, okay, that looks nice. All right, cool. I'm keep it moving, you know. Yeah. But if you want to overexpose yourself that way, if you want to do that, if you do want to wear these skimpy shorts that are revealing, time out,
because I got me. I'm not going. You know. So this is my question: would y'all let y'all girls show a little bit of cleavage? Is there? It's not like she's showing a lot. It's about, you know, your girl want to feel sexy. Like, as men, we can expose a lot of our body, but women want to expose a little bit. So would you let her expose her cleavage? Like a little tad bit? Is there a line, or you just like, no?
I would say, I'd kind of follow that up with maybe one of 2 questions. 1, what is your purpose? 2, is it tasteful? Because there is a tasteful way for a woman to show what they have. As a married woman, it's a reflection of you. How am I representing my husband? Am I wearing a V-neck or a scoop neck or something like that is too revealing, or is it just enough? Or am I wearing a shirt because I know my breasts are really big? Am I wearing a shirt that comes, you can see 5-6 inches of my breasts coming out? Right. I mean, I feel like it needs to be tasteful. There's tasteful ways to do it.
Not 5 to 6, 3 inches. Would you be mad? This is me talking to you. 3 inches. Would you be mad?
Hold on, wait a minute.
Your wife, because then you want your girl. If nobody's looking at my girl, I'm like, what do I need her for?
This is what I'm about to say. This is what I'm about. Hold on.
I see the angle.
You take Trell, you said 3 inches. Wait. Trell said 3 inches. There's a lot of girls out there that ain't even got 3 inches worth of cleavage though.
Hey. Oh wow, bro. He's trying to find them. He's trying to find them right now.
But look, if you got big bosom, we can see that whether or not you try to show it off. We can see a big bosom whether you expose it or not.
Yeah.
So what's the point of exposing it? You
love yourself.
You can't hide a big bosom no matter how hard you try.
You're blessed. Okay. You're blessed. Like, I embrace a lot of stuff about me. Like, people think it's not arrogance, it's self-love, man. For sure. That's what I hate. It's not arrogance, it's self-love. Like, know who you are.
Self-respect as well, too, though.
Yeah, but that's double standards, because Self-respect. We can walk out with our shirts off. A woman can't do that.
You're right.
Right.
Exactly.
You're very right.
Double
You're right.
standards, bro. In America.
We not built the same though.
True. Between the dialogue between Troy and Trail, or sorry, Amsterdam Graham, my bad,
Dramedy Drew.
and Dramedy Drew. I would like to say that we have to accept the fact, because we in this generation of a lot of things are breaking through.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and again, some other stuff is not new to us, but it's coming back again.
Right.
Because we having the new age revolutionary, like the revolutionist who's coming. We having a new age feminist that's coming.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we have people fighting different causes. Like women emancipation is a big thing, and them being free about their sexuality, being free about their body, and understanding their body is not a sex object.
Right.
It's not all these other things that we as people living in this world, we as citizens of the world, don't necessarily abide to, or we know that it's wrong, but again, it also creates, what's the right word to say? It creates a stimulus in your body when you see a naked lady.
Almost definitely.
Every time.
Man,
And but you still want to be respectful and be like, she's expressing herself by walking naked because she's rebelling.
men are visually stimulated.
Yeah.
though. You know,
And
women is a little bit different. You know, like I said, we built differently.
we build differently.
God designed us differently. You know,
Right.
and it's for a reason. Now it's like Dramedy Drew said earlier. You know, what's the purpose for you showing that? Is it because you want to stimulate me?
Right?
You know,
Everybody's gonna take it in. When I alright. Oh my gosh, my girl's gonna kill me, bro. Like,
Hey, just speak your truth. Speak your truth and be free.
When
You'll be
it was
free.
a point in time, the person I am now, I was not the person I was back then. It was a point in time, a female did anything, I'm thinking, oh, she's trying to talk to me. Now, I'm like, maybe she is trying to talk to me, but I don't give it that attention that I used to give it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's, how do you take in stuff? Can you overlook it, or will you feed into it? It's like your strength. Like, somebody told me this, man, and I'm not trying to take it to that point, but before you do anything, and I'm a witness to it, man, God give you a decision. Do you want to do it, or do you not want to do it? Before you do anything, it's those two choices. Give in, or just look away.
Blue pill, red pill.
Yeah, like it's always, he always give you that decision, bro. When you young, you play into it, like, yeah, I'll do it. When you get older, you look at the situation like, man, it's not worth it, man.
Right.
At least I'm like that.
pros
I'm
and
like
cons.
that. Yeah.
There's the risk outweigh the reward.
So let's play a different ball game right now.
Okay.
We all have daughters.
Mm-hmm.
Because we are here for a purpose, and one of the purposes is self-preservation. The other purpose is continuity, right?
Yeah.
That's the first commandment. Be
Yeah.
fruitful and multiply.
Right.
There you go.
And now with the continuity factor, we are fathers to daughters, and before we were fathers, we were dudes that were looking for context clues through dress code, to just show me a sign that you want to do this. Because there's different ways of communication through vibration.
Yeah.
You know, if you come with vibes that, okay, you know what, Strap, I think you hot. You don't even have to talk to me. I could see from the way you look at me as a girl.
Non-verbal.
Or you could tell me that. It's just
All right,
different ways.
but then again,
But again, we
this
misjudge that.
this
too.
is a question I have.
So
What do you do? All right, because I thought today I had to change your heart. I seen a little girl, and we were like, you know, playing the air hockey. I was like, man, it would be dope to have a daughter. Like, she's young, but when she gets older, what do you do when she's wearing these clothes, and then when she giving her friends, she change her outfit? Sometimes you have to me, my personal opinion, you have to just let life go and pray about stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Or if sometimes you can't control, you don't know, certain stuff happens for a reason.
Right.
That could be a test for you. At
It is
the
a
end of
test.
all.
It is a test because that's the number one thing I was taught as a man. Like when you become a father, you protect and provide.
Right.
That's as a father, even as a husband. You know.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking, I live in this scummy world. This world that makes my daughter, my girlfriend, my sister feel, as we get older, technology shows you, like, I'm being serious, I'm sorry, babe, but Instagram showed us the world has very many pretty girls.
For sure.
We didn't know that till we were like, wow, those exist?
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's switch shoes. We old fellas in this room. Mm-hmm. If we were girls seeing pretty girls and we seeing our dude looking at those pretty girls, whatever they're wearing, I bet you psychologically it'll tune us. And it may not tune us in a way that even though we still against that dress code or those type of pictures or that Snapchatting or in different angles it conditions us. Even us, let me even switch it. We were all athletes at one time, right?
Yeah.
Trust me, whatever sport you like, if you ever saw Iverson do a cross, you're very impressionable if you're trying to appeal to that crowd, that that energy that Iverson brought. If you saw Vince Carter dunk, I remember just seeing the seasons. Like right now, I go to the gym with him, I'm like, all these little kids are gonna shoot threes because of Steph Curry.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with girls, Whatever is being controlled in the environment, let it be popular culture, let it be the Kardashians, let it be whatever, Kanye, let it be fashion, let it be music. Mm-hmm. Trust and believe. If you building insecurity as a man, I know we the ones that build the insecurity in the women.
Don't be scared to be different, man. People call you weirdo. Be yourself. Step outside the lane. Because once what you're doing catches fire, everybody's going to ride your wave.
Yeah.
Man.
You are locked into Vibe Wichita.
Interested in being a guest on the Vibe Wichita podcast? Contact me on my Dramedy Drew Facebook page at TL_Andrews on Twitter, TL_Andrews on Snapchat, and Dramedy_Drew on Instagram. That's DRAMODY_DREW.
The voice of the dub.
Don't touch the dial. Leader.
With your host, Dramedy Drew.
But I'm still going back on what I was saying, like the ladies. If I have a girl per se, and I go like a chick's pics who's showing that cleavage that you were talking about,
your girl gonna do that.
My girl may hit me, and be like, "Is that what you like?" And maybe she mentally will conform. She'll see her friends do it. And this is the world we're raising our kids. The same thing as, and forgive me, I'm from Africa. I don't understand it. The way we talk about how the black man has been castrated. The black man has been castrated. Like, they not castrated in a literal way, but they taking away our masculinity.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah,
then, like when I was growing up, like there was, how do I say this good and be politically correct?
You don't have to be. We're full of brothers right here.
When I was,
no, I'm not gonna be politically correct.
When I was growing up, I never saw no
about.
cartoons that promoted some gay stuff.
Okay. Them alternative lifestyles.
There's a gay character in cartoons.
Who, SpongeBob?
SpongeBob definitely.
Oh
no, yeah, no.
And like
somebody just got mad.
Just looking at the fashion right now.
Yeah.
The dances, and I sound like an old, washed out dude that is still stuck into a certain era, and I may be wrong. These kids know something I don't know. I didn't get the nene.
You didn't get it.
It was kind of too.
It was a little
feminine.
It was. I don't say that because I sound like I'm old. I sound like a Neander. Like I sound. It's just too much. Like the wavy. Like just wrapping your like as a guy who did that. Like I don't get it.
It wasn't. Too much. To be honest, it's not a very masculine dance.
It's not.
It's not for. I can't say it's not for men, but that's not a dance.
It's not for a manly man.
Yeah, for sure.
And
but it's not.
I said it.
And the manly man is dying in our presence. Like, to be a manly man, they'll crucify you in front of everybody. Because they'll call you stuck in your old ways.
Yeah.
They'll call you misogynist. They'll call you homophobic. They'll call you all sorts of stuff. And look at the NBA right now, right? And I'm sorry to put this people on blast. I'm sorry, guys. The NBA is moving from tattoos, from the dreadhead. And it was never good. The NBA has never had really, really good players with dreadlocks. I don't hate to call them dreadlocks. Jamaicans corrected me. They call locks.
Locks.
Okay, with the locks. And we have to I understand why Steph Curry is the poster child. I understand why his blue eyes and his fair skin is more marketable, and why he's going to help an American brand like Under Armour outbeat an Adidas that is German. And I understand the business side of it. I understand why his family is being put on old media blast. Why he has that press run. I totally get it.
And not LeBron.
And not LeBron James, I don't want to sound like a bitter black person.
Who are brown-skinned people.
Yeah, I don't want to sound like a bitter black person.
Well, listen, you don't have to say it, Strap. I'm light-skinned. I'll say it for you, brother. Hey.
He resembles... He's not as intimidating.
That man stopped recording too. Okay, you on there. We good. Yeah, go ahead.
Right, he's not
as intimidating.
Steph Curry is not as big a threat as a darker skinned brother.
Yes.
You know, his family, listen, Skip Bayless said it. He said, I root for the white side of Blake Griffin because he's half white. I root for that as an athletic. I root for the white part of Blake Griffin. And he said what a lot of people won't say. A lot of white people root for Steph Curry because he got that clean cut image. His hair is neat.
So he threw that mouthpiece.
Green eyes.
His hair ain't neat. But he threw that mouthpiece. They like, oh my gosh, the black side is coming out.
Oh yeah. So listen. Exactly. And me and Amsterdam had this conversation before. A lot of people got off the Blake Griffin bandwagon because Blake Griffin, he let too much of that black side show when he beating up his friends and stuff. Okay, we got to get off of him. We're going to go over to Steph Curry.
But hey, man.
How many locker room fights have never been put on blast?
I
heard Kobe beat Samaki Walker. And that was never
you got to shoot
out.
The homie fade, man.
I heard Latrell Sprewell beat
shoot
the
coach.
homie
fade.
Yeah, I heard about that.
You got to shoot the homie fade.
Yeah.
Like how does stuff leave the locker room?
Yeah, listen.
I heard somebody broke their hand.
That was a little different because it wasn't a player. It was it was one of his friends. Don't get twisted. It's something about great athletes or people that are great in general. They got to be a certain level of crazy. Just honest. If you want to be great at anything, you gotta. It's a certain level of obsession that you have to reach if you really want to be great.
And also social awkwardness. Like every great person I know,
because you're obsessed with your craft.
Because you've not invested in other people's and their emotion. Socially, you have a disposition.
Oh yeah, you're focused.
Like you look at Michael Jordan dressing up. He wears some he's interaction with society. Made you
all right,
think
you say Michael Jordan. What about Dennis Rodman? He was great.
Dennis Rodman was a great rebounder.
He was a great rebounder.
Exactly.
But I think socially, Dennis Rodman may have people because he's an ambassador. He's in North Korea. Like, okay, wait, but just let's go to Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson, Iron Mike, my childhood hero.
Oh, your boy. Oh my gosh.
That's my dude. I love Mike. But
you'll find common
socially, Mike grew up getting praised young. He was the youngest heavyweight champion at 18 and some months, almost 19.
But go back before that, when he was growing up, he was bullied.
He was.
He had to learn how to fight.
He had a speaking problem.
He had a speech impediment. That's right.
Yeah. So
he was a target.
Socially, he's off.
Yeah.
Listen, pressure either makes diamonds or busts pipes.
Word.
Mike Tyson was a diamond.
That's my favorite.
Kobe Bryant, another great person with not the best social teammates. Never had nothing good to say about Kobe, but he got them championship rings.
Oh yeah.
The only teammate that always says something good about Kobe, it's like three. I know Caron Butler likes the hell out of Kobe.
Right.
are like Paul Gasol calls Kobe his brother, and Derek Fisher, even Lamar or them kind of Lamar, but they say
close.
They say Kobe came with that Euro thing, that thing of the work ethic that he had coming into the league he was obsessed, and a lot of people were great, but they were not great. Kobe's obsessed.
Kobe's father was in the NBA too, so Kobe was living in the shadow of his father. He had to, outshine his father's shadow too. So he had that in front of him as well. There's a lot of things play into that.
Yeah, for sure, man. But I think when it comes to the image, the world has to go with a safer image. And they feel that clearly the darker skinned person isn't the image that is comfortable for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So if they can meet in the middle, for instance, President Obama, they met in the middle because President Obama he has a safer image. You know, Steph Curry, safer image. Tiger Woods has mixed children, and Tiger Woods is mixed. Yeah, that's a safer image. Those are people you can market. But let's not talk about the horses, the people who are really putting in the work. Now, mind you, I'm not taking nothing from Obama or from Steph Curry. They're amazing at what they do. They're amazing. But tell me this. Is Steph Curry better than LeBron?
No. He's a better shooter than LeBron.
Hold on. Is he better than...
Well, I give him that. Bro, why shoot? This is... Shout out to Dramedy Drew. Shout out to Chris Ellis. I'm a piggyback. Mm-hmm. If you're shooting from 30, the line's not from 30. Why not get a little closer and get the same amount of points? Come on, bro.
Space. He needs the space to shoot.
Well, that's because they playing defense.
I'll say this.
you notice in the finals they put a little body on.
I'll say this like LeBron. The way LeBron is dismissive over that rivalry comparison. We say, LeBron, what do you think of Steph Curry? Is that your rival? He's like, it's not that magic bird.
He know he not.
It's not
like
that Kobe,
that.
LeBron.
He know that Kareem. He know that Kyrie was hurt. Kevin Love was out. Come on,
for him,
man.
he's not seeing. You can look at their tangible, whatever they bring to the team. If I got Steph Curry and I put him in Philly right now, is he going to be that Steph Curry? But I bet you, if I brought Bron in Philly, they're going to the playoffs.
I'll tell you what.
They're going to the finals.
Listen.
On life.
Okay, listen. Steph Curry might be the same Steph Curry, but they not winning as many games.
But LeBron going to take you to the finals, bro.
So who's better, Steph Curry or Kyrie?
It's a hard question.
I'm a Kyrie fan, so I'm biased, bro. Because I like Kyrie handle. I like how he create. I'm an Uncle.
Who's a better all-around player?
NBA.
Yeah, that's me. I always been saying Kyrie.
Wait, so is unfair. Can we say this though? Can we say maybe we should say that Steph Curry is the greatest role player of all time?
No.
Because Clay showed me something in the finals.
I'll tell you this.
Hey, Clay was nasty, bro. Yeah. Clay got my respect.
You guys have been watching NBA for a long time.
Yeah, Clay got that dog in him. And he said something about LeBron. Yeah. Clay and Draymond.
The NBA has the old stigma that goes with every player. What have you done for me lately?
Oh, that's professional sports in
general. Some sports respect their legends. They respect
their
legends.
Steph is a legend? Not to me,
he's
bro.
He's an NBA champion.
No, he is.
He's a two-time MVP.
It's a little
early. We forgot about all that when they didn't get the championship.
It's a little early.
Bro, I never was a Golden State Warrior fan. The way they play basketball, if you not hitting the three, you're gonna lose. Because you can't do anything else.
In the NFL, it's different. In the NFL, it's different. I respect Fitzgerald any time of the day because of what he brings. I respect the retired Marshawn Lynch every time because the memory doesn't fade away from somebody's individual performance.
Consistency.
You know what? The NFL is slightly different because you don't see their faces. They all covered up. They're all knights. They going to fight, right? In the NBA, you show your face, your brand. You could market your face. You could market hair. Yeah. I think Troy Polamalu is the only person that has hair. But it's different. It's a different psychology of forgetting and being covered. We forgot that Derrick Rose was the youngest MVP of all time. We forgot that his MVP run, his effectiveness, the play effectiveness was one of the highest that NBA has ever seen. efficiency exactly was one of the highest the NBA has seen. Field goal almost close to 50. 3-point had improved vastly from his 20 to that. But
it's about you doing all that. They thinking you promising them a championship.
Steve Nash has done everything Steph Curry has done besides win a championship.
Exactly. And the league, it's about that title. It's about the rings, bro. You saying everything, you giving us all these facts. But at the end of the day, who's going to get you the ring? Results. That's how you get your money. That's how you can build a brand.
We forgot about LeBron James when Steph Curry was shining.
No, you did.
I did.
You did. Come on, man. That's Bron, bro.
Bron was right there in the finals.
You're a Bron had, what, 6 straight?
Bron carried.
I like LeBron when he came out of high school.
Do we like Oklahoma City? We forgot how Kevin Durant is amazing. When
it's about the finals.
When Westbrook was
stepping up.
When Westbrook was stepping up, Durant was having turnovers. We forgot how amazing.
If you're not in the finals, we will forget about you. For any NBA player, any NBA inspired player right now, we will forget about you if you're not on the biggest stage of the NBA.
Amsterdam, the mic will pick you up from back there.
We forgot Chauncey Billups when he got traded to the Nuggets. We forgot this was Mr. Big Shot that used to win games for us.
Yeah.
Like we erased all those memories. Like I'm a person that reads and understands body language. I understand the NBA has a machine in marketing players. And how those marketing, like the way they marketed John Wall coming out of college, the way they marketed Derrick Rose coming, like we get excited very fast.
It's about the money.
It's a full body. Listen. Come on, you judge careers on the full body of work. You don't get caught in the moment. But in the same sense, it is about the money. The NBA is about the business. Whoever's performing at the moment,
and that's who you piggyback.
Okay,
Steph Curry, piggyback. NBA,
Brett Favre,
maybe
Randy Moss. They were not as graceful. Brett Favre and Randy Moss were not as graceful in their older age as they proved the years before.
I will argue that Randy Moss was graceful
as an old guy in that position
until the end. I will argue that.
Okay, but the business side of the NFL think like, man, it'll cost us a little bit more. It will not be a good business decision to bring him back into this lineup.
Well, listen, Terrell Owens was the same player in his last season. That guy, he was in tip-top shape.
Amazing shape.
He kept himself in pristine
intangibles.
shape.
Yeah. Some stuff you cannot teach, bro.
But I'm a firm believer. His chemistry with his teammates is not the best, though.
I'm a firm believer. Some stuff you can't teach.
Oh, that's what they say. I don't know about.
For real, certain players have stuff you can't teach. It's instinct. Yeah, it's in you already.
Well, listen, we're not even going to talk about that. Some of that is raw athletic ability.
Absolutely.
Like you said, some of that is, conditioning.
True.
Being dedicated.
True.
Floyd Mayweather per se, hard work and dedication, like he likes to say. I'm just saying, I'm just throwing that out there because these are people that were the same player, but they were blacklisted.
Right.
Yeah, the business side.
They form their own marketing strategy. Marketing strategy. Like, I have to agree with you on one thing. Like, retracting my former statement. In the NFL, they forgot a few players. We forgot RG3's rookie season. We totally forgot that. Real quick. In the top of my head, that he was an amazing rookie.
Yeah.
But dare I say Vince Young? Nah, that's kind of a stretch. That's a stretch.
Vince Young was I want to say he was a
decent rookie.
He was a co-MVP with Peyton Manning, if I'm not mistaken. I believe Vince Young was a co-MVP with Peyton Manning one year.
And then the next year,
crazy.
And then the next year, and then the year after that, I don't know, man.
Vince Young, he just struggled.
You're probably right. It's not. I'm gonna put it.
A lot of that stuff was off the field.
I'll take the NFL out of it. Everybody's fickle.
But you have to think about it. When you become the man, you have a scouting report on your head.
Right.
When you get the attention, notoriety, and everything, it's a scouting report on your head. The game is different for you.
But sometimes it's unfair for some players that, regardless of their performance on the court, on the field, on the boxing on the boxing, there's a new thing called social media that will make you have the best fights. If you're a boxer like Adrian Broner, there's something called social media that will make you be that guy.
Yeah.
There's something called social media.
I'm a fan of social media,
there's
but I'm not, bro.
You know, like there's something, and I feel what Aisha and Steph have. They figured it out as a family. You know, if it's not their daughter, if it's not Aisha's cooking thing, if it's not Aisha's cooking little station that she has or channel, or Steph Curry's little daughter Riley talking, like they figured it out, and that's why. I'm sorry to say LeBron, they are the first, that's the first family of basketball.
Because LeBron's
and LeBron could...
No, it's a different angle.
Savannah,
no, it's a different angle. If Savannah do anything, anything happens to LeBron, they're quick. Everybody's quick to eat up the negative stuff about it. LeBron's son has basketball scholars says, oh, they're going to attack the negative part. Because LeBron is, quote unquote, I love the Mamba fan. The chosen one, LeBron the chosen one. He grew up basketball. Like, the media will attack negative stuff. Like, when you reach a certain point, people want to attack you, man. They want to try
I was a LeBron hater for a long time because he had that chosen one thing when he came in. He had that king. I'm like, who's this kid called the king? I totally hated that.
And the thing is,
and I'm a Chicago fan because he never let us go anywhere. He never let us go anywhere in the playoffs.
But you have to earn your stripes, you know. You gotta pay your dues. So we didn't want to see him come in right away and just take off. You know, we had Kobe still. We had some of the veterans that were already established. So it's like,
Dirk,
wait your turn.
All the MVPs, just Kevin Garnett, all these
part of that
MVPs on that time.
Part of that was waiting your turn. But to elaborate on what you said, you know, the media focuses on that negative stuff, but why? LeBron is one of the most clean guys in the league.
Right.
Because he's a black man.
Look, man, what you have to understand is
you're a black man.
You guys have heard heavy is the head that wears the crown, right?
Right.
Of course.
Repeat that for me.
You didn't know that?
No, repeat. I was
sorry. Heavy's the head that wears the crown.
Heavy is the head that wears the crown.
Yeah.
So if you're going to wear the crown, you have to take all the crap, all the negativity that comes with it. That's the only thing they're going to look for is you being down, you being on the back end of everything because you're the king. All right, well you earned being the king, but you have to do something wrong. There's something negative about you.
True.
They did it with Bill Clinton. They did it with let me talk about some African Americans, but they're doing it time and time again with Obama. They're doing it with NBA players. Steph Curry, the moment he threw that mouthpiece, they go straight. His wife tweeted something. Oh, the game's rigged. This and that. They sit here now. They're picking at her. That's picking with Steph Curry. You know what I'm saying? That's messing with him. The NFL is full of them, full of kings that are getting in trouble with things. You know what I'm saying? So heavy is the head that wears the crown.
Yeah.
Meaning you have to understand that it's going to be. You got to ignore all that stuff, man. You got to,
like, if you're the biggest target, you're the only target.
And LeBron is good at that, though. People talk about his hairline. People talk about him jumping ship and going to Miami. People talked about him coming back to Cleveland, saying that, man, this is not going to happen for you. How many of y'all really thought that LeBron James was going to win that championship? Even question
when it went to Game 7. When it went to 7.
Yeah.
If Draymond would have played, I think the Warriors would have won. But I said, Bron's not losing no Game 7.
How about this?
Wait a minute. But go back to when he took out that full-page ad. You didn't think he was going to win to Game 7? I knew he was going to bring a championship back. It's LeBron James, his best player.
If Draymond would have played, bro, the momentum, I'm sorry.
I'm not even talking about that. I'm not even talking about that.
They would have lost, bro.
You said but you're talking.
I know Bron. I know as LeBron James, you're not gonna lose no Game 7.
That's not the question. That's not the question.
What's your question?
The question was how many people thought LeBron James was gonna win a championship when he went back to Cleveland. When he went back to Cleveland, I knew he was gonna win the ring. You said not till Game 7, so you just
the finals. Well,
I'm saying.
How about this? I'm gonna
you're LeBron James. You go to the finals. Mm-hmm. I said that. I'm on record. I'm on wax saying he will go to the finals. So the chance of him winning is great. But I don't know if I feel the same if Draymond was suspended. since the Draymond suspension.
And what
I'm not
said
gonna sit
was-
here and lie.
And what I said was I knew he was gonna win. his
Yeah, but
championship
look,
as
I
soon as
know
he came back.
if Draymond was not suspended, LeBron would have lost. Then what would we be talking about right now? I put that on everything.
don't know that 'cause
I know that from the bottom of my heart,
knows
bro.
that. Nobody
All
knows
right,
that.
yeah.
Hey,
All right.
You're
he
talking
got
about a
the
hypothetical
opinions, though.
situation.
Hey, let me tell you this.
You talking about a hypothetical
Personally-
situation. Nobody knows
personally-
that. It didn't happen, so.
Trill, you gotta be
You're
real
right.
with yourself. There's nothing Draymond Green could have done when they were down 30 points.
Do you see Draymond Green in Game 7? Come on, bro. You
Let me tell
think
you this.
the
Hold on,
momentum?
hold on.
Draymond Green is
Nobody-
the heart and soul of the Warriors, bro.
Nobody really was playing defense on Draymond Green.
I'm not even gonna say that.
That's your fault. You don't play defense. I'm not gonna pass up a shot. I'm gonna knock it down, man. Come on, bro.
Okay, but even this is my point. I feel like Draymond's performance is the reason Cleveland won Game 7.
Right.
You want your third option to be
Yeah.
the leading
You
scorer,
want- 'cause
and
they
your
played
first
amazing.
two options
Just
to
make
have.
it-
It's not Draymond's fault that Curry didn't show up. It's not his
It's
fault.
not his fault. Did I say it was his fault?
Exactly.
Did I say it?
walking around.
It's not. It's listen.
Yeah,
The
no,
reason I'm gonna repeat myself.
No, you.
The reason Cleveland won is because Draymond had that type of performance.
Right.
It was by design.
You're done.
You let your
They
third.
forced him to be the main guy.
You let the third option be
You
the
forced like,
guy,
pers-
and you take away the first two options. Come
I'll-
on now,
let
you
me tell
tell
you
me
this.
that's not a recipe for
when
success.
LeBron said on the thing is like they knew they were gonna win when they beat them on the third game. When they were down 2 and they beat them the third game by all those points, even when Draymond was playing, they're like, you know what? We have to adjust.
Always.
Because
always-
LeBron was dead
I'm
those
gonna
first
say
2
this.
games.
Shout out to LeBron for that block he got on Iggy.
Yeah.
You inspire me, right?
I'll say this. That was the best series since the Lakers and the Celtics. The last time they clashed for the Game 7.
Then it was the highest view. That's that money. You know,
I-
Game 7, man. There's
Like-
money behind. I don't know how to. I don't want to touch on certain stuff. It's already been touched on.
Yeah.
Cause I had to listen to to the previous episodes and stuff, but I kind of agree.
Hey man, stop shouting out the previous episodes.
It's-
We
no,
on here
it's-
now.
No, it's cool.
We on
It's
here
cool,
now.
but I agree with a lot of stuff they were saying. NBA is about money, and we see that
Come with
these
your own opinion,
contracts.
Trill.
I have my own opinion, but I love listening to people that are like-minded like me.
So you think all this is conspiracy based?
To a
It could be.
certain extent.
But like the thing.
But with me, I'm not gonna lose no basketball game. But then again, when people like, hey, you gotta lose this, you can hit all your points, miss this shot. What
So,
you gonna do? You
I
got
don't think you could take the tears. You could make a grown man cry when they win something. I feel like
That's what I said.
the closest
That's exactly what I
thing to
said.
conspiracy could be the referees trying not to make you win.
And that's exactly.
And trust me, no referee can be not on your side to get beat by 30. Like the Golden State choked. We have to accept the fact that Steph Curry was never there in the playoffs. We have to accept the fact that they.
Steph Curry played in the playoffs.
He was, I don't know, he was there, present. His physical was there, but the Steph Curry that was the back-to-back unanimous decision MVP.
Bro, like I'm not
was not
feeding
there.
into that. I know I know basketball. I'm not
Klay
feeding
Thompson
into that.
was tested to play a
Hey,
game at a high
Klay-
level, but they still lost. That shows
Hey.
you how amazing
And
that
Clay is
adjustment
real. Respect the
was
Clay.
amazing. The adjustment
Respect
of
the
Cleveland
Klay, man.
Cavaliers showed you that the adjustment was amazing.
But compare the Warriors from last season to this season.
All right, so if that's
they
the
got
case,
better too. They
if
got
that's the
better.
case, shout out to Tyronn Lue.
That was amazing. I have
For
to say
real,
that.
shout out to Tyronn Lue.
Lue did an amazing job switching the lineup.
Yeah.
Switching the lineup.
And shout out to Richard Jefferson.
Yeah, shout
Yeah,
out
real.
Richard Jefferson, big time.
But we have to understand. We have to understand the first 2 games. The Cavaliers were shell shocked because they were running through the East. Tyronn Lue had gone a 10-game undefeated thing.
Yeah.
LeBron was playing the distributing role,
Yeah.
and when he switched from distributing to be like, no, LeBron. It's like Simba transforming from Hakuna Matata to going back to Whoop Scar's behind. Yeah. You have to remind Simba that you're a lion. You're not Timon. You're not Pumbaa. Dog, you see how big you are? You see how big you are? Just run at this dude, Iguodala. He had a back problem that time when Iguodala was getting run out all the time. His back's that
example. You the king of pride.
Like you the king. You know who you are. Why you passing this ball to bums? Go there, run at them, and see if they can take it. And that adjustment right there, you could have 3 Steph Currys. You could have whatever. The mere fact that you have the element of surprise on your team, the best passer, one of the best passers in NBA history that could attack the rim, has the power to attack you constantly where you don't know if he's going to have an outlet pass. You know he's going to dunk on you. You know he's going to set an alley-oop for Tristan Thompson. That's deadly. It's deadlier than any 3-point arsonist that you could have and put a hand on their face or push them a little bit and take them off their game. What else do they have after that? I don't see that. So, Golden State, you guys should have won it in the 4th game.
Hey. So, what I want to do, man, because y'all all making really good points, I want to switch gears, man. I want to see how y'all brains work when I switch gears. We're going to switch it back to... not so much relationships, but we're going to switch it back to, I want a hypothetical question right here. If a woman asked you to donate your sperm to her so that she can have a child and made you sign a contract, said no ties, nothing, you're not responsible for raising this child, but there's no other man that I want to have a child with. You're my friend. I respect you and I really, I appreciate what you've done for me. I like your genetics. It looks good. I don't want any ties with you. I just want your sperm to have a baby. What do you do?
What's the ticket? How much we talk? Nah, I'm trash. No, I don't know, man. Like I have a son. I have a 2-year-old son. Right. He's gonna be 3 in like December, but I want to be. For you to raise a child, he has to see how you move so he can use the tools that you gave him. That's just me personally. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to keep it short. That's all I have to say about that.
Well, with this child particularly, you won't have any ties with him. And I know you will want to see what that child is going to be like with you.
So we talk, all right, not even trying to, no disrespect, but how you think LeBron James' dad feels right now? He's watching every game. How do you think he feels?
Like a dumb. What you mean?
That's rough, man. Yeah, no, I get that. And these are hard decisions that a lot of men have to make even nowadays with not being in their children's life.
Wait a minute. Hard decision. It was an easy decision that night. When you conceived, what's so hard?
Well, them making that decision. I mean, nah, man. You think with your little head, not your big head, bro. That's normally what happens.
If I was a sperm donor, I have to weigh it out like this. Is the girl that is asking for my donation a stranger? Is she a friend? Is she what means does she have? Does she have a male figure around her?
For real.
I don't, because a lady, no offense to ladies,
hey, hold on, time out. STRIP, say the line that you or your friend said. You're not talking to no girl from no broken home.
I could talk to a girl from a broken home, but she has to understand that being with a man is different. It's different because you have to. It's a game of patience. Even for us guys who came from broken homes without dads, being with a lady, because we know we've seen guys in and out of our lives dating our moms.
Yeah.
So what's our conception of women? When we don't have a stable feature that will teach us how to handle our emotions. When you have a lady that, people don't understand, regardless of your race, regardless of your ethnicity, if you're a man, we have testosterone. As a little boy, you just run all the time. It's not, you don't have ADD, you just have testosterone. It's normal to be hyperactive.
That's a separate subject, but we don't get into that.
Hold up, rewind. What I miss?
It's normal to be hyperactive. So your mom is telling you, sit down and be like your sister over there. Sit down, be like your sister over there, right?
ADD don't exist.
Yeah, it don't exist. So you sit down and be like your sister over there. She doesn't know that the chemicals in your body are different. She has a different makeup. First of all, she cannot keep a stable relationship with a male. So she's trying to raise another male. Now in that situation, I grow up to be quick to get angry because of my mom. A father teaches you how to handle your anger. A father teaches you when to put your wrath out there and when not to. A father also teaches you not to care about what other people say about you.
Right.
You know, growing up, and I'm not knocking all the single moms out there. You guys are doing an amazing job. Like, you've seen amazing people like LeBron James. Some of us in this room probably come from that situation, but we always seeked refuge with coaches, those that didn't have their fathers.
And LeBron had Delonte West later in life.
This
That's
guy.
slow. That's slow.
Hey, Brian gonna find you, bro.
That's
He
slow.
like 6'8", 250. He gonna knock.
Yeah, but like
I'm gonna be like, man, what happened when you told me to smoke?
Delonte West and Steph Curry with time.
Yeah, number one thing a father teaches you is somebody could call you whatever they want to call you as long as they don't touch you.
Exactly.
But a lady will never teach you that because it's all
re-say
emotional.
that, bro. Re-say that.
A father will teach you. They could call you.
On them social media, everybody that wants to be hard on social media, talk all this and this.
They can call you whatever they want to call you as long as they don't touch you.
All right, can you say it one more time?
They could call you all sorts of names. That's what a father should teach a son.
Tell you this,
as long as they don't touch you.
Oh, that's a different subject.
That's a different subject.
Okay.
That's a different subject. But like, a father teaches you that to know yourself. A father is the first introducer of knowledge yourself. The father is an introducer to say, you know what? You belong to somebody.
Yeah.
A mom, they're amazing. They do their nurturing. They're empathetic, but they're impulsive with their anger. I have a lady. I have a mom. I know my mom gets angry fast. So evidently, the most ruthless dudes that you have out here, I would say a good percentage. I won't put a number out there. Probably didn't have that guy or that coach.
Put a number for the people.
I don't
Put
know.
a number for the
I
people.
don't lie.
If you had it off the top of your head, estimation.
Probably like 60% of any ruthless person, because some people have kind of mentally insane.
That's a chemical imbalance.
Some people have chemical, like they're mentally insane, because we all have some form of mental instability. If you come from in poverty, when you grew up in war, when you grew up in the hood where you see stuff, you have some part of post-traumatic. Let's not talk about mental instability, but like the fact that handling your emotions. Let's say, per se me, I had to learn this. I don't always have to punch somebody in the face when they call me something. I don't always have to be the toughest dude in the room. I always have to use violence as a form of communication.
Just like
I can use my brain to decipher, to diffuse situations and stop it right there. And that's what a father teaches you. And it gives you that self-confidence in yourself where you don't have to be the guy who knocks out everybody to get praise. You could be the smartest dude that sits in the corner that makes everybody fight. And people protect you when you because you have a lot, like you know what I mean. You know exactly what I mean, because we all social beings. Sorry, I'm getting long with it. We all social beings that need to be acknowledged, and we all have somewhat that desire to have somewhat of a stature or of a name in public. Like we want to be known. Don't mess with me. Yeah. All of us. I don't care if you're the nerd of the nerd. Don't mess with me. Whether it's your defense mechanism is the police. Your defense mechanism is hiring security. Yeah. Your defense mechanism is I have hands. We always want to have that stature. But the scariest person is a guy like Russell Westbrook, Kobe Bryant, people that had dads in their lives that don't give a damn about what society tells them because their daddy said you the greatest.
That's your personal opinion, bro.
This dude just walks in.
That's your personal opinion.
I don't gotta fight you.
Okay, well let's switch gears again real quick before Gerald get into it.
Nah, I'm just saying, like that's his personal. He like we have this conversation a lot. Mm-hmm. But how you know that's the scariest person? I know people with fathers that are weak, bro. Like they come to me for advice, and I lost my dad to homicide at age 5, bro. Like I have people coming to me that have fathers they can look up to. If their dad is on some other stuff, they look up to me for advice. I'll say, yo, like, all right.
Well, maybe you're just confirming his point though, because he said some of the most ruthless people are the ones that were raised by mothers.
Exactly, because having a father doesn't mean your father was in your life. Or like he was active.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can have a father.
You calling somebody weak, so maybe they're just coming from a more logical
standpoint. It's not weak. I'm not saying I don't care your situation. Weak is not I know strong people with one mom. I know one mom, no dad. I know strong people with two parents. It's on you, man. This is what you make of your situation. Like it's not.
How do you make that situation when society, the stimulus around you is going according? Let's say you grew up around people fighting every day, right?
Yeah,
you're spotting, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be normal.
You're a Maasai warrior, right? You going out there. We hunting some lions. We going. All you see, and what's depicted around you.
And you get desensitized about it. Like us as black people, we're used to people dying.
Right
bro.
now we're talking about
we're
nature.
used to people
We're
dying.
talking about nature versus nurture.
No, but that's what I'm getting to. Y'all not the level I'm trying.
Understand what you're saying?
I'm saying you get desensitized. If I see somebody get shot at 5, 10, 15, 20, it's not going to be a big deal anymore.
Oh, how is that going to be? I'm saying because you're a father. Are you a father?
Not that I know of.
Vegas.
But see,
shout out to Vegas.
But see, you're a father, right? Your presence to him, you're his first superhero. Till he realizes.
I'm his second because he likes Spider-Man.
Okay, but to him, you're a tangible superhero. He can touch you. He can see you. What you do is no wrong. That mentality, if you draining them, you're the superhero telling them you can be amazing, you can do whatever. That power of words will let them know that they don't have to seek refuge in anybody's conception or perception of them. Because what they're going to do, let's say I'm in a situation, I'm around here, somebody disrespects me.
Just laugh.
I'm like, damn, my dad been telling me for a long time.
So much to lose.
I do from the hood. I do from the hood. Like let's say I'm in Africa. I'm living with my mom. I'm living with my mom most of the time. My mom is telling me, my mom handles anger by slapping me. She's mad at work, so she brings what they call it, passive aggressiveness to me. She's arguing with me, and I'm like, Mom, what's the mood for? You know, and now I get that. And I start having mood swings as a grown-up man. And I don't even know how to be in a relationship because sometimes I don't want to talk to my chick. Because I didn't have a father to tell me, man, don't do that. If I have a back and forth with a chick and I'm yelling at her, a father should tell you, men don't have a back and forth with women. A man listens. A man is patient. A man is patient. You know, being diplomatic, understanding and empathy is the strongest thing you could ever teach your son, or you could ever teach your little brother. Because you know what?
Opinion.
I feel like understanding people and just listening will solve a lot of wars, a lot of arguments. Because everybody, let's say you're the biggest gangbanger in LA. If you sit down and listen to that man and just nod your head and let him talk, he won't, but why should I bring force and force? And that's what a father teaches you, because my mom, we having a back and forth, she wants to win it. She wants to have the last say.
That's why.
It's psychological.
Hey, shout out to Pops, my grandfather, bro. For real.
For sure.
For real. He taught me, I don't, like you saying, I don't have to go back and forth. My word is my word. Either you like my word or I'm stepping away. I'm not going to argue back and forth. It's no back and forth.
Right.
All right. LT, Strap, Amsterdam Graham.
Yeah.
Man, y'all make sure y'all make it back for the next one. I'm sure we'll get something set up for y'all to come through. Strap, we're going to have to get some of your music.
Most definitely.
Yeah, definitely. We're going to have to do that. We want to make sure everybody is staying up to date on what we have going on for Vibe Wichita, what's going on in Wichita. So make sure y'all stay locked in. Y'all stay great. Peace. It's Vibe Wichita.
Vibe Wichita.
You know what we do around this time? The voice of the dub has spoken. Thanks for hanging with us and tuning in to Vibe Wichita. Act like y'all know. Peace. 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 Peace.